welcome to Board Games Daddy. Today I bring a game called Estoril 1942 from Mebo, the Portuguese editor. That you can find this game all around the world now. So this is let's call it area control game that happens during the 40s in Portugal, in a place, if you don't know, in a place called Estoril, where apparently, according to story, although I live close, I never study these details or leave this area. But it was a place full of spies and lots of stories around spies. So this game tries to replicate that era, and that kind of fantasy by recreating historical figures and places around the Estoril, famous landmarks, where you'll try to control the areas and gain some of the points. However, this edition is different, so it's not the base game, it's the super box, and this will include also the base game, an expansion called Double Agent, the expansion called VIP, and all the promo cards that were created. So indeed, if you are looking for this game, don't buy the other option, buy this one because it will have everything. And this was also the artwork, if you are recognize it. It was the artwork from Miko, so that's why these characters look similar, especially if you played games like Architects of the West Kingdom, Raiders of the West Kingdom, all those trilogy, and many other games that Miko has been working on. So here you can see a spy that looks like James Bond here, a female fatale here. That's a casino, because you see there's a casino in this place, very famous casino. So let me show you what is inside the Estoril 1942. We'll try to recognize some of the historical characters. Some of them will be well known internationally. Others are just well known for the Portuguese or Spanish or a broader European audience. But let's see. Let's see if you can recognize, if I can recognize all these characters. Wow. So we start with the manual here, Spanish and the Portuguese version, where I guess you can find your version in your country. Lots of images here. I'll give you an overview how this game works when along the way while we are taking a look at the game. Okay, so this is how you control the areas with the cards. So the cards will be characters in your hands. All of them will have action points and special powers that you can activate with certain rules. Okay, it's very based on imagery. Explains a lot, and you can see the base game rules and then the promo cards. So there's a whole section for the promo cards, and for the expansion Double Agent, rules for the Double Agent, rules for the VIP expansion. Wow. So some images from the game, so you will recognize these images on the game. So that's Hotel Palace in Estoril, Tamariz Beach, and an aerial view of the place nowadays. The beach in Muchacho, which is a restaurant there that also appears as one of the locations. Casino, there is the museum, also one of the cars, the church there is in the game. And for you to have an idea, so this is the world, and there's Portugal there, and inside Portugal there is Estoril here, where the game happens. I don't know why these other cities are being highlighted, probably because they are references. So the capital is there, Lisbon, and Estoril is some kilometers further west. Okay, so inside you'll find lots of cardboard that needs to be punched out. So all these cards are the character cards. Let's take a look at them and see if we can recognize any of these characters. So they have names here below. So this is Linda X, Elizabeth, ants, and you can see they have these reds and yellows and greens. So these are the starter deck for 4 players, the starter deck. So I don't recognize these characters, but as like famous people, I guess these were made of for the game. But each will have a power that you can activate. So this character will be able to kill another character. This one can seduce. It's like a female spy that seduces and brings other characters near you, which strategically could be a good move. So this one, which has this symbol here that looks like Hydra. Hydra. Doesn't this look like Hydra from Marvel? Yeah, German Hydra makes perfect sense. I guess it's not an innocent. They put the octopus here. So with the Hydra, you can also do nasty stuff, which is changing the prize that you can get if you win the area control. So the flags are the fascist that will have the power will be equal to the number of other characters with the same coming from the same country. So it doesn't mean that the Portuguese are the fascists, but there were fascists for all locations. But this one is from Portugal, because at this time, during the 1942, Portugal was living an era where there was a dictatorship. So this is also represented in this game. There's another Portuguese person, but this one has a shield, so he can protect other characters of being killed, either killed or seduced. That's the shield, okay? And this one doesn't have any power, but on the other side is that he has 2 of power. So when controlling an area, this is stronger than all the others, the basic ones, right? He would win against any of them when comparing powers. So all the characters, all the players have the same powers, and so I'm seeing that there is a pink player here, maybe a fifth player. There's the box. How many players do you... When I played, it was 4 players, but I cannot see anymore how the number of players. Yeah, now it says here 2 to 5. Sorry, it's off camera. 2 to 5 players. Sorry. Okay. Everything is anyway. So now you can play with 5, and the 5th player will be the pink player. So here they're all the same. Now we can take a look at the different cards. Okay. So that's a Portuguese guy. I don't recognize many of them. So this would be some kind of bishop. It looks like an ambassador or something. So this is Amelia, which is clearly... Oh, sorry, it's off camera. It's Amalia, the famous fado singer from Portugal. And she was like very beautiful when she was young. That's questionable, but she is very powerful, and she also seduces, right? And this is Pyrrhus, so looks like a general, or I don't know, but belongs to Hydra. And then there is an American general that was playing some influence at the time. There is Clark Gable, an American, so that's from the actor, right? Eddie L. I don't recognize, I don't see who she may be. Ann D, another American. So Eddie and Ann, this should be like actresses. And then this British girl is Loretta B. If you know who they are, please tell me in the comments, because I don't know. Ah, that's the brother of the king. That's Edward Windsor, so that's the king that retired from being a king, and then his brother took his place. Edward Windsor, 4 points, and he could put some shields. So at this time, I guess it was during this time at this time he was working with it said there were rumors that he was working with Hitler, right? We all seen that. G. Green, British, probably some famous British politician. Ian Fleming, so the person that wrote the first James Bond stories. And in fact, there's a curious fact here. So you've seen some images of the casino. Rumors tell that Ian Fleming indeed was around here at that time, and the movie Casino Royale, or the book, or whatever, the Casino Royale, not the most recent one, but the first one, was based on Casino from Estoril, this one that you saw. So, um, and indeed, there is a movie with Peter Sellers doing Bond, which was not a 007 Bond. It's outside of the saga. It's way older than those. It's called Casino Royale. You can look it up. Peter Sellers, the guy from Pink Panther, and the movie is called Casino Royale, written by Ian Fleming, and it was based on Casino Estoril. That's what everyone said. So Ian Fleming is also here, and he's a seducer. He's seducing either men or women, so it doesn't care. When you apply seducing, you can pull characters from both sex, so very, very working. And then this Italian, Lucky Luciano, no powers but 5 in terms of attack. Walter S, that's a German, I don't know who he is. And then a German actress, Zara L. Oh, sorry, again off camera, Zara L. So there were many actresses that look like this. So I don't know. Otto M. with the walking stick. Maybe that's a famous character that I don't know. Then there is Nora S. She's an assassin. Then from Yugoslavia, Dusko P. Dusko P. Russia, Shularov, double agent, the double killer, kills 2 characters. That's very dangerous. Alekin, so this guy has a chess board here, so I guess this would be a famous chess player from that time, but also an assassin. J. Bourbon, Juan Bourbon, Shield. So the Bourbon are the family of the kings, right? Juan Bourbon, Juan Carlos. Would that be Juan Carlos? It looks a little bit. Also, Juan Carlos was living in Portugal, in Estoril at the time. I don't know if it's at the time or a little bit later, but he ran away from Franco's dictatorship in Spain, and he lived in Estoril. So I guess this is Juan Carlos, or his father. I don't know. I don't know about the age. So must be 80 now if he was born in the 40s. Is it 80s? But it looks very old to be just him, right? At that time. So it must be someone from the family, probably his father, I don't know. Rene, French guy. Antoine. Zaza Gabor, so that must be a Hungarian actress, right? And so she was so beautiful that she does double seduction. Then Garbo from Spain, not know who he is. Oh, Salazar, so double fascist nationalism. So Salazar was the dictator at the time. So this is a super powerful character. Although it doesn't have much power, but it can activate fascism twice. And then the Enigma card, which must have some special rules. I don't know. It's probably from an expansion. Christina S from Poland, now Polish characters. Pandereski. Enigma, that's something new. That's a promo card for sure. Jay Baker from the US. Who is Jay Baker? Assassin and seducer. Also from J.F. Kennan. Is it is it Kennedy? Doesn't look like it. Kennedy. J.F. Kennedy are similar. And he was J.F. Kennedy with the J, right? So it must be Kennedy here. Would it be? Then Japan is also here. Yoshiko. Then there's a different power here with the Japanese, which I don't know what it is. I never played with that. Morishima. Then another American. Bunokore. Alan B. Aiko, German guy. Polish. Szepowski. Yugoslavia. Mihailo, that's the writer. That's. I guess this is a joke here. This is Mihailo Dimitrovevsky, And there he is. He got himself immortalized in a card. Miko is here. And then from Japan, the ninja here, Sakura, assassin, then a seducer, Kin, Poland, Zembek, Miloch, from Romania also, Carol G, and Ingrid B. So that's Ingrid from Sweden, Ingrid Bergman, the actress, right? Ingmar Bergman, Ingrid. Maybe I'm wrong. So I'm trying to associate all the names that I see with something from my memory. So from Hungary again, PB, Dita PB. French, wow, triple shield, Marius, triple shield. Who is this guy? Alvaro C. Oh, so this is Alvaro C. Would that be the communist leader? But with these clothes, he looks like more Fernando Pessoa, the writer. But it's Alvaro C. would be Alvaro Cunhal. But it looks like Fernando Pessoa. It's a defender. They give you negative points. These guys give you negative points. So these are bad. Oh, they have like very strong powers, but they're negative points. You need to get rid of them before the end of the game. And there are ways to do that. Mircea E, Alan V, so double killer, and also that. Okay, and Sergey from Russia, it's a lady, and Leslie H, John R, there's Eiffel Tower in the back, from Sanchbach, I don't know, these people are 7 here. Oh, ZZ7, that's 00007, that's James Bond here, 007, there it is. Fascist, assassin, and seducer makes total sense. Amphipolis. So, Amphipolis, triple fascists. This is even stronger than Salazar. Amphipolis. I don't know the name. The name doesn't tell me anything. That's a roulette. Okay, so and then you have like powers for the end of the game. I guess those would be if you have some of these things. So the only ones that I know, not from the expansions, are in the end of the game. If you are the player that has more of these types of cards in your hand, you get these extra points. Maybe this one is if you have all these nationalities, you get these extra points. Portuguese. This one I don't know if you have more of the masked guy. So you play for 4 rounds. Okay. And let me show you the boards then to help you giving you more sense of how the game is played. Somehow we've just seen the cards. So we need to pick 6, at least for 4 players, as I played. You need to pick 6 of these boards, okay, and you put them on the table like this, okay. 6. Wow, smells like fresh new cardboard. Okay. And then you start with your characters. I'm going to take one off here for you to see. So, and then on your turn, you choose one of these areas, and you need to place. You need either to put it visible. When you say top secret, you need to put it like this, okay? And then you use one of these tokens here from your color to associate a card to you, okay? But when it doesn't say top secret, you need to play it face up like this. And then there is a play order here. You can see 1, 2, and this one is a 3. You cannot see, but it's a 3. So then when everything is like this, facing down, right? The order of revealing is based on the tile. So this will be the first one to reveal, turns, and it applies the power. And then imagine the power is the assassin. I would choose one of the others to be assassinated. So this one would go, and we don't even know what it is, right? But if not, it is something else. It applies, and then number 2 it turns up and he activates. And this character would kill twice, right? Would kill this and that, for example, unless they have shields being protected. And then the player 3 turns, and After this, whoever has more power combined gets the top card that is here. So the top secret card. So the top secret card usually is another spy that could be face up or face down. You don't know what it is, but you're still trying to get it. And if you win, you take it for your hand, and it's a new card that you can use later on. If there is a tie, like for example here would be 1 against 1, the winner is the one that has the lowest number. So it would be this player that would get this card. Okay. And some places, all the areas have a power. So this one, for example, gives +1 to Germans. This one doesn't have any power, but the secret is visible, as you can see, but nothing else happens. Just see one thing. Okay, on the other side they're still black. Here, I don't know that one. I need to check because that's from an expansion. Here in the church, you cannot use killing. You cannot kill. Here on the hotel, the British have +1 on their power, and here in the restaurant in Mushashu, the power is while here you can enter from any place, okay, including from the top, etc. On the other ones, you need to enter the location just from the sides. Okay, so then once you are here with your character, you can then later on play another one adjacent. Okay, but with Muchacho, you can play from anywhere. Um, you can play it from anywhere. So you can come from here if you want to, okay, but it would also come from here. So imagine if this is like this, you could select this one. You don't need to come from the sides, you could come directly here. And then you start revealing by order. So the first place you solve there, and then you solve there, and you solve the 3, the 4, the 5, and when you solve all of them, you take all the cards from your hand, and you need to choose. You need to keep at least 6, and you discard 1. You discard 1 or 2, or how many you have exceeding the 6. Then the discarded cards, they all are worth 1 point in the end. So if you keep these cards on your hand, in the end they will be worth -1, but if you discard them before the end of the game, they are converted to 1 point. And some cards are worth more than 1 point. If you end up discarding them, you lose points because they will become just 1 point. Okay? So in the end of the game, after 4 rounds, you've collected assassins, you've discarded some of them, you sum the points of those in your hands, which will be the good ones. The discarded ones should be the bad ones, worth only 1 point. And then you also have the end game bonus, which is these ones. You can see from your hand only how many octopus you have, how many fascists, hearts, etc. And the player that has the most gets these tiles and these points. You sum everything and you have the winner. That's it. Cool. So I'm gonna show you the locations now. The locations just for historical reasons. So this is the casino of Estoril. This is Boca do Inferno, or the Inferno's mouth. It's a natural geographical formation in Cascais where the sea comes into this opening, and it's a Y thing that looks like a big mouth. Very dangerous, full of dangerous slopes and spikes, etc. And it's called the mouth of the Inferno or Hell because it looks very fearsome. But it's in Cascais, in Estoril. Here. So there's a museum here which I've never seen. Museum Conde Castro Guimarães. It's the Count Castro Guimarães Museum. Never been there. Need to check it out. So you also have another hotel which is Avenida Palace Hotel in Lisbon. Okay, so this is Lisbon, not in Estoril. Then Carré, which is cafe in Lisbon apparently. Then there's the Portuguese airport, the Lisbon airport. There is the Lisbon naval port, which is called Alcântara. Then the restaurant we saw in Cascais or somewhere, I've never been there as well. Muchacho. And then there's Hotel Atlantic, apparently a famous hotel for Germans because it gives you bonus. There's the beach of Tamariz, very famous beach in Estoril. This is right in front the casino, right in front the hotel in Estoril, and it has this palace here, which is very beautiful to see. There it is, the Palace Hotel. This is right next to the casino. So this place is like for fancy people, rich people. Have the casino, the fancy hotels, the fancy beach, etc. So that's why at that time lots of spies were around, because and especially British apparently, because this will give the bonus for the British. And last but not least, you have this church, the Saint Antonio of Estoril. So that's a church which I've never been as well. Yeah, but you cannot kill. Kill cannot happen. Where else? So, there are some shield icons that you can put to protect the characters, to mark the characters being protected. Some abilities will require a die for you to throw, so there it is. And the last thing that I want to see what is are these just the play rates? Let me take a look. Let's see if there is something else. So yeah, five play rates, but in different logos. So these are the Spanish ones. Spanish, and then the Portuguese ones. Yeah, they look the same for 5 different players. Okay, so you see the explanation of the phases, the abilities. Oh, I can see now what the phases are, because I don't know. So, so you get back a character that. No, you get back the character to your hands and place your marker in an adjacent spot where a character of another player is. The end of the stage, you control character where you okay. Double agent. So you control the other character, okay, something like that. And then you have here what? The explanation of all the powers for you to know what happened in every of those locations. An explanation of the symbols here. And these also have here something which is card holders, so you can hold your cards here on these card holders. So this is the most useless thing that I've ever seen. You can let me show you how it works. I've never seen anything so useless, but in fact it is intended for you to do this. Okay, so you're playing and your characters are like this, and it's like it's really asking for you to do this, right? You do a small touch and everything goes down and everyone sees your own cards. Yeah, this is useless. You can just keep them like this and go through them manually without these stands. So yeah, bye. Okay, so yeah, lots of punch outs to do. So lots of punching, lots of management here with the box. But still, I hope you have enjoyed Estoril Super Box, to the point that you consider leaving a like for this video and subscribing. If you are into board games, then I truly invite you to check the rest of the channel. There are lots of content. From Mebo, I will bring even more content that I have around me. So I truly appreciate if you could continue to be part of this community. And I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you very much. Goodbye.